Check out this fun activity and just open Dexscreener to immediately understand. The meme coin market is currently at its peak. New meme coins are appearing one after another on the Solana network, and some of them are gaining huge volume almost immediately after launch. The charts are moving sharply. The market is behaving extremely aggressively. In this video, I discuss an atypical and still rare format for meme coin launches on Solana. This approach is rarely used widely and differs significantly from classic schemes. I'll break down its mechanics and demonstrate how it works using my own token as an example. Short disclaimer, this is not financial advice. I am not financial advisor. Everything I say is based on personal experience, observations, and market analysis. Meme coins are always associated with risks, including rug pulls, and this is important to consider. As a developer working within the Solana ecosystem, I'm testing a launch format that delivers instant visibility, organic traffic, real trader attention, and all this without the usual noise. No influencers, no Discord trades, no paid advertising. It sounds unconventional, but this approach has already demonstrated strong results in practice. That's why I decided to break it down publicly in the video. In the video, you'll see the Solana meme coin launch process, how the token appears almost immediately in the Dexscreener, live trades in real time, market reaction in the first minutes after launch. Be sure to watch to the end. I'll explain in detail how this launch strategy works, why it's starting to attract attention in the crypto community, how it differs from standard models, including questionable schemes, and why I believe this approach is one of the most effective in the current market conditions. Alright, first things first. We need this site. I'll drop a quick link to it in the video description. When you create a token using platforms like this, it automatically gets indexed by all major trackers, including Dexscreener and Axiom. So the first thing I do is I head over to Dexscreener and look for any solid token that's trading right now. The reason for this is simple. It helps attract more buyers and keeps consistent volume flowing into our meme coin. Okay, I've picked a token. Nothing special, just a well-known one that's performing well. Now I click create token, I copy over the image, the name, and the ticker. I'm setting the total supply to around 1 billion tokens, but honestly, supply isn't that critical here. Next, I add a description. It can be something funny or you can go a bit more detailed if you want. Now comes the most important part. A relatively new feature most people aren't using yet. We're going to change the creator information of the token. More specifically, we're sending a different large Solana wallet. Yes, this is a fairly new option that lets us swap out the developer details. That information gets updated directly in the smart contract metadata. But don't worry, you still remain the actual owner of the token. Here's what's important to understand. There are platforms that deliver real-time data on newly launched tokens. There are dozens of these services, and they're watched by hundreds of thousands of participants. Regular traders, sniper bots, constantly scanning for new launches. Now focus on one specific detail, the token creator information. My objective is to identify a creator address connected to a wallet holding a large amount of SOL. The mechanics are fairly simple. I launch a token with very low initial liquidity, for example around 3 SOL. The moment the token goes live, it gets indexed and immediately appears across all major monitoring platforms. Traders notice the same token showing up everywhere at the same time. At the same moment, they spot another key signal. The creator wallet shows a massive SOL balance. This is where psychology starts to play a role. When traders see this combination, many assume the low liquidity was added intentionally. The common narrative is that the creator is offering early access at a discount price, possibly for insiders or early buyers, with the expectation that a large liquidity injection from that SOL-rich wallet will come later, driving the token price sharply higher. And this assumption isn't just theory. In practice, some token creators actually use this exact approach. That's why sniper bots and experienced traders actively look for launches that match this pattern. So my goal here is straightforward: to structure my token launch in a way that perfectly fits this well-recognized setup. Take a look. This is a clear illustration of how this setup actually plays out. The creator launched the token with extremely low starting liquidity while holding a substantial amount of Solana in their wallet. Traders were able to enter this meme coin at a very cheap price, and shortly after that, the token's price surged rapidly. Today, I'm going to launch a token that gives buyers the exact same visual signals. For this, I found a wallet with a large SOL balance. I'm copying that wallet address and pasting it here. I'm using this method because it significantly boosts the perceived credibility of the token. For a token to show up on all trading platforms, including Dexscreener, a liquidity pool needs to be created. This can be done using PumpSwap, which is a newer option of PumpFun, or through Radio. You can also set everything up directly on this website by enabling the liquidity option. At this stage, you simply choose how much Solana and how many tokens you want to add to the pool. Liquidity settings are flexible and you can always modify them later. I'll be adding liquidity directly to this platform. I already launched multiple tokens here in the past. As you can see, I'm opening the liquidity pool page. In my view, all my previous launches have been profitable. Okay, now let's get back to creating a token. I will add 3 Solana to the liquidity pool, but you can add fewer, for example 1 Solana. But I have already launched many tokens using this approach, and the biggest profit is when the liquidity is about 3 Solana. But with 1 Solana, it is also good. Okay, now I indicate how many tokens I will contribute to the liquidity pool. I recommend adding 90% of the total supply. For example, if 1 billion tokens are issued, then we add 900 million. Okay, now I choose a 2% charge and that's it. Now I paste my wallet address here, tokens will be sent to this address, and this address will be the real owner. Now click launch token and I see a payment panel. I need to send Solana to this address. This is the cost for creating a token. Okay, I made the transaction. Now click check transaction and boom, I see my Memecoin contract address. Now click on the address and Sol scan opens. I copy the address of my token. Now we copy the token address, we go to the Dexscreener and choose any token. Now we need to replace the token address with ours. Great, I can see my token on the Dexscreener. We already see instant purchases by sniper bots, but it's too little for us. This is not enough. We need to wait a few minutes for real people to start trading. Note that the Dexscreener displays liquidity twice as much as the actual. This because it also takes into account our token, which now has a price. Now I'm just watching how my tokens will be bought and sold. Yes, this is what crypto trading looks like now. Memecoin on Solana are very popular again, so similar golden methods for launching memecoins will appear. But you already know that. In a bull market, methods always appear that allow me to make very good profits from crypto. But they stop working relatively quickly, so if you find a good method, use it as soon as possible. Well, I'll just speed up the video and let's see what happens in 15 minutes. Take a look at this. Sniper bots are already jumping in. They're buying to multiply separate transactions, sometimes spending up to around 5 SOL per buy. Alright, if I remove the liquidity right now, I'll walk away with roughly about 30 Solana. That's a strong outcome, very straightforward profit. Just watch how quickly this token moves upward. It pumps hard and quickly. Now I open the liquidity pool page and check my portfolio. Everything updates in real time and I can clearly see the profit building up. To exit the liquidity pool, the process is simple. Remove liquidity, select 100% and then confirm remove entire liquidity. Select 100% and then confirm remove entire liquidity. All funds are sent back to the wallet and the token is picked to be racked. On this platform, there's no need to approve additional transactions. Everything is handled automatically via smart contract. And just to be clear, you're still the actual owner of the token. Alright, I click remove. Done. Liquidity is gone and the token is fully racked. You can instantly see the result reflected on the Dex platform. At the same time, it's important to know that many Solana meme coins generate steady profits when creators don't track and instead focus on marketing and development. Because of this, buyers continue to jump into tokens launched with this structure, even knowing that a certain percentage may end badly. Right now, meme coins on Solana are gaining momentum again, which means more launch strategies and opportunities like this will continue to show up. This specific method works today, but there's no guarantee it will be still effective a few weeks from now. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks everyone for watching.